So I'm going to start with this deck right here, the Enchanted Map, and we're going to go through the whole reading. And we're going to start with where you are now. So if you chose this deck, this reading is for you. These messages are for you. I'm going to kind of pull this up a little. All right. So where are you on your life path now? So you got protecting treasures, and you got it in the reverse position. So I feel like right now you're in a position where you're trying to figure out what you need, what you want. I feel like you're holding on to things that may or may not be good for you anymore. I feel like on your life path, you're kind of feeling a little stuck, perhaps a little overwhelmed. And I almost feel like you don't know what's important anymore. Like what is right for you, what is wrong for you. I feel like that's kind of where you're at the moment. Okay. Your primary motive is to really, I feel like you really want to open up. I feel like you want to move forward. You want bigger things. You don't know how to get those bigger things. You don't know. I feel like if you chose this deck, I feel like you may be going through a bit of a transformation period in your life, or moving from one phase or one cycle to another. So that is what's motivating you at this time. That's what's causing your decision making. Your main concern of what's going on in your life, again, is that you got the ghost land. So it's like things are just stuck. Nothing's happening. Nothing's moving forward. It's like no matter what you try to do, it doesn't work. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't move anything forward. Okay. So know that on your life path, that is where you are now. That's where you're supposed to be. Why are you here? You are here to learn to take care of the things that are most important. I feel like you need to learn the lesson of planting the seed and not digging it up constantly to check to see if it's growing. So I feel like this pause in the action is your guides, is the universe saying you don't always have to be doing all the time. It's okay in your life at this moment to not have to constantly be figuring stuff out and doing stuff. It's okay to take a break. There's nothing that you're missing out on. Okay. Your next step, where you're supposed to be, where you're heading. We have the Bone Collector. So I feel like your next step here is to, I don't know. I feel like, how do I explain this? I feel like the next step, because usually this is very much about collecting old pieces of yourself. But I feel like you've done that. So I feel like the next step is to take all of those old pieces of yourself, and for some of you, this rabbit stands out to me. So if you've seen a lot of rabbits, I want you to think about, follow the rabbits, go down the rabbit hole. So I feel like all of the work you've done for healing or anything that you've brought into your life, the next step is to just kind of follow that rabbit. Follow the path. Follow where you're being led. It's not about you doing anything. It's about you following. And there's some luck involved, and I feel like this feather also stands out to me. So I feel like there's something, if you're seeing feathers, if you're seeing rabbits, if you're seeing any signs from your guides, they're saying just follow us. We know the way. We're going to lead you. Okay. Any roadblocks that are in your way. So, feelings of the roadblocks that'll come up for you is that those feelings where of scarcity, of not having enough, of not feeling stable, trying to control things, trying to control the stability in your life, that's going to be a roadblock. I feel like if you chose this life path reading, you know, you're really being guided to just go with things and not try to control things. So we all have tools and strengths. If you chose this path, the tool and strength that you're not using, you have the Wizard of Awareness in reverse. So I feel like you are not using your intuition. You are not trusting in your emotions and your feelings. I feel like you're pushing stuff down. You're not, I feel like you know stuff. You've learned stuff. You've gained wisdom, but you don't trust yourself here to make the decisions based on that wisdom. So I want you to use that tool. You have it to your advantage. Opportunities coming up in the potential future. So I feel like it's a strange opportunity, but this card talks about healing, but you're not going to have a chance to heal. I feel like the opportunity that comes for you is more of things not going well. And I know we don't want to hear that kind of opportunity, but that's the opportunity that's coming. I feel like you'll be tested again. You know, how well do you do with this wisdom that you've learned with going with the flow? How well will you do with this next test that comes up in your life? So it'll be all different kinds of tests for different people because this is more of a collective reading. So, what is your life purpose? So why are you here? Why are you learning this lesson? You're building resilience. So that can be a tough place to be, but it's something that you need to do. You need to learn how to balance out your life. You need to learn how to utilize your strengths, utilize people in your life that can help you. I feel like it's a big growth lesson that you're moving into at this time. Okay. And finally, just a little advice from your guides. Pay attention to the details. Get clear about what you want your path to look like going forward, and then move towards that. I feel like, again, focus on where you're being led. So whether, again, now I'm getting coins. So whether you're seeing rabbits, feathers, coins, those are your guides helping you along the way. So they really want you to notice the little details that they are sending you. So if you chose pile number 1, that was your reading. If it resonated with you, let me know. You're welcome. I'm so glad you love this. So now we are going to move on to pile number 2. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So if you chose this pile, then this reading is for you. So we're going to start out for you with where are you now? Okay. For you, you are a little stuck as well when it comes to healing up something. So I feel like you may be trying to fix something that is unfixable, whether that's a relationship or a situation in your life. There is no fixing this. You cannot, I feel like there's too many people in the mix to fix this. It's not just all on you to do the work here, okay? Your primary motive is just building a strong foundation right now. I feel like it's not putting everything together. You're not trying to see the bigger picture. You're just trying to do things one at a time, focus on one thing at a time because you cannot focus on everything. And building a strong foundation in whatever situation is going on in your life is super, super important, okay? Your main concern at the moment, I feel like, is how what is going on in your life is affecting those that you love. So it is the soulmates card, but I'm not feeling it as I love soulmate. I feel like this is more so, you're worried about what's going on with the people that you love. You worry about how situations in your life are going to hurt people that you love, how it's going to affect them, okay? Why are you here? What is the lesson in all of this? By the book. So you're here to learn to do things the right way. You're here to learn to do things by following a known path, a known way. I feel like your guides are saying there are people who've been here before, who know the way through this situation, who can help you. Reach out to them. They can guide you. So I feel like you're just here to learn how to do things in the right way. So where are you supposed to be? What's the next step? What direction are things going to head? So this is the Yin card. And really, there is no next step. The next step is just to wait. It's to sit, and it's a waiting period. I feel like there's not much you can do. I feel like all you can do going forward is to really, I feel like, show yourself a little self-love. Take care of yourself in the best way you can and wait it out, whatever it is. You're just kind of waiting. Roadblocks that are in your way. So this is the All That Glitters card. This is a warning. The roadblocks that will come up, things that look good, that seem too good to be true. I call this the glittery shit card because it's literally things that are roadblocks that'll come up is just shit. It's crap. And it looks good. And it's, it smells good, but it's just underneath all that glitter is just a bunch of shit. So you'll want to watch out for things that just don't feel right, or things that just seem too good to be true or just not right, because they're just going to get in your way of where you're heading and want to go. Tools, strengths that you are not using or need to use. So I feel like things are not, so if you are not naturally a lucky person, or if you don't feel like a lucky person, I want you to stop feeling that way. I want you to focus on things that seem to be coincidences. I know this isn't necessarily a tool within you. This is more of a tool of the universe, and you want to tap into that tool of serendipity, of coincidences, of luck, okay? Because I feel like there's a little bit of luck involved with your path moving forward, and you're going to need it, and you're going to need to trust in it when it happens. And the opportunities that are in your potential future. So you have an opportunity to connect with other like-minded people who want to work with you, want to get to know you, want to be a part of your path, be a part of your story. So when those people start to come in, you'll want to not push them away. You'll want to work with them. You'll want to maybe utilize their help in some way. So I feel like you just want to watch for those people who feel right, who are helpful, who are there, kind of pop up. when you need them. Okay. What's your life purpose? Why are you here? Why you might be learning this lesson? Aha. So it's a lesson in patience. And I know many of us don't like this lesson, but it's a lesson of learning to, how do I explain that? So it's like you have to learn when to do things and when not to do things. What's important and what's not important. So this is the lesson, is when to make moves and when not to make moves. And final advice from your guides. This is a regeneration period for you. Things will start to grow again from what seems like a disaster, or what seems like, a tower moment of things falling apart. I feel like your guides are saying that this had to happen. Things had to be shaken up, so that way you could grow something different, something new, something better out of where you were on your path, okay? So if you chose deck number 2, the middle red deck, that was your reading. If it resonates, please let me know. All right. And finally, the purple deck. This is the Sacred Traveler Oracle. And if you chose this deck, this reading is for you. So we're going to start out with, where are you now? Okay. So you are in a position where abundance is pouring into your life. Amazing things are happening. I feel like, people are coming in, good things are coming in, opportunities are coming in. And I feel like you can just look all around you and see these moments of joy that are coming in for you. So that's where you're at. Your primary motive. So your primary motive, these cards don't read upside down, is just trusting in the plan. So I feel like, it's strange, but your primary motive is to not have to do anything, not have to do the work, not have to, I feel like, I don't know, it's strange. It's like the motive here is to just trust that even though you can't see where you're heading somewhere, okay? What is your main concern? Being alone, going through things alone. I feel like for you, if you chose this deck, anytime life gets quiet, you worry, okay? You're wondering, like, what's going to happen now? Good things are coming, good things have happened. It's like almost waiting for something to happen that's not good. So I feel like your guides want to highlight that, okay? Why are you here? What is the lesson? You're here in this moment, and this is a really great one if you chose this. I feel like this is a great path if you chose this one, and this is what's going on. It's, your guides, your loved ones, God, the divine, really wants you to know that, support is around you. This is why you're here. You're here to learn to lean on your support systems. You're here to learn that not everything, is always going to be falling apart, that sometimes life goes well and it's a nice cycle in your life. So embrace that and enjoy it while it is happening, instead of, waiting for everything to fall apart and being worried. That you're taken away from your joy by doing that. Where are you supposed to be? This is the directional of the next step. Nowhere. You're not supposed to be anywhere else but where you're at. This is a time of reflection, redirecting your energy, just kind of living in the moment. So where you're supposed to be is in the here and now, right now, this moment, all the time, okay? I feel like you're being taught how to be here, because this is where your power is. It's here in this moment. It's not in the past. It's not in the future, okay? And roadblocks that are coming up in your way. So I feel like something's going to happen. There's going to be some kind of break in your path. You know, if you're walking down a trail and then you come to, so this isn't like a fork in the road. I feel like this comes to something that, you know, you do. You change your path. You change where you're going. And I feel like this is in a good way. So I feel like you want to watch for that. You want to watch for whatever situation's going on in your life. There's going to come a moment where you can change the path. You can change which way you're heading or what's going on or how you're handling things. So definitely watch for those opportunities. They are positive opportunities for you. Okay. Tools that you are not using. Answering the call. So the tools that you're not using is literally just listening to your path, listening to your guides, trusting in the path, stepping up, and really just moving forward in your life. Okay. I feel like at the moment you're kind of not being called to move forward, but then when we look down here on the path, now we're starting to being asked to move forward, do something different, you know, redirect. So know that you're going to have to redirect soon. Opportunities in the potential future. Did I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's your tool, is to answer the call and just listen. And then the opportunities is really, you're going to be asked to surrender, release control, surrender to moving forward. You can't stay stuck forever. You can't stay worried or small because you're afraid of the path or where you're heading or what's going on, okay? You're really going to be asked to hop in that boat and, you know, sail away. And you want to do it. I feel like you really want to and need to do it. What's your life purpose? Why are you here learning this lesson? Well, because you need to learn both grace and gratitude, and how, like, I so feel like for this group of people, it's that you have to learn that life is good. Life can be good. It doesn't always have to fall apart. And even when it does fall apart, it's okay. But I feel like none of your cards are showing me things falling apart. They're just showing me a pause in the action, a pause in life, a pause to look around at your life and look at things and see how they are. So you'll want to give gratitude a chance, to I feel like, you know, we're always talking about being grateful for everything, but that is what really starts to make life better, when we can find and be truly grateful for even the littlest things, okay? And the last card is final advice from your spirit guides, and you got discovering truth, so standing in the light of truth. I feel like your guides are saying, you know, we see these two and they're pointing that way, and this is you going your own way. So I feel like your guides are saying whatever you're going to do, you're going to do it your way, and that's okay. You don't have to worry about anybody else, how anybody else thinks, what they think of your path, what they think of what's going on in your life, what they think of your choices. This path is about discovering you, discovering what's true to you, what feels right for you, and where you want to go. Okay? So if you chose deck number 3, that was for you. And that is it. So thank you so much for joining me live or joining me in the replay. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you get something out of it. And I look forward to doing some more reading for you guys next week. So enjoy your weekend. Watch for Self-Care Sunday. And thanks so much. Have a great night. Bye.